Nice to meet you, Gabriel, Ivan. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for doing this. Obviously, brothers. So we'll talk about your guys' journey in the music industry and how you got to where you are now.
Perfect.
And of course, then in the new EP, I love it. So,
so nice to hear your accent. I mean, we missed it.
I love to hear your accent. My accent is meh.
Where are you based?
San Diego.
You're in San Diego.
Yeah, I saw you guys are you in LA now? Or I did read that you moved or were in LA and Nashville a little bit for this new record.
Exactly, but most of all, we love San Diego. Like we went there, I think 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
really?
You know, that city. Beach, I mean, it's our favorite in the States.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That makes me happy. That's rad. But you're originally from Sweden, right?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Oh, okay. I got it messed up. So tell me about Switzerland. You guys were born and raised there?
Yeah. We live in the Italian part of Switzerland, so we speak Italian. We are near Milano.
Okay. Is it split? Like, is it like some people speak Italian, some people speak Swiss?
Yeah, exactly. German, then French, and so we have to learn German at first, then French, and then English. It's a kind of mess, but
that's nice. Awesome though. I wish they did that here in the United States. It's like they make you take another language, but it's like you can choose between like German, French, or Spanish. And a lot of, I mean, obviously here in San Diego, like everybody goes with Spanish because it makes sense. But like, well, in school, and then, but by the time you finish, like I took like 5 years of Spanish and I knew it for half a minute and now I forgot it. Or I know most of it, but like I knew kids that like learn French and it's like, then they lose it because they're not using it.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like,
it speaks a really good German, but for me it's the same. I mean, I learned it at school, but right now it's too difficult for me.
That's cool though, to know all those different languages. Like how soon did you learn English, or was that always something you had to learn in school?
No, after high school, or you start at in high school.
High school.
Oh, wow.
Like 12, 13. Maybe 12 years old, yeah, when you're 12 years old.
Wow. I mean, I could never tell. That's crazy. That's cool. But your songs are in English.
Yeah.
What is there? Did you ever do anything in Italian or Swiss, or was it like always?
Yeah, we tried in Italian, but honestly, we don't like it so much for music. I mean, we never listened to English music, so that's what we like, and we try to. I mean,
yeah. Well, with not having English as a first language, I wondered if is it because I'm sure if you were thinking about it or writing it in Italian or whatever, like it wouldn't translate phonetically exactly how you'd want to say it. So is it hard to kind of do the translation and then write it out and figure it out?
That's the most difficult part, honestly. But
but now we're trying to write in English. So
directly
the sentence in English and you write in English, and it's easier than translating, honestly.
I could think that. That's cool. Well, okay, so your brothers, who's older of the two?
I'm the older one.
How many years older?
Should I say it?
Older, like 4.
4 years older. Oh, okay. So were you like, did you get into music first, or how did that work? And then like, tell me how you guys got into music.
Yeah, it's like I think it was since we were kids. Like I started, for example, playing guitar when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
And so because like our father is a very passionate musician.
Oh,
like,
is he?
I mean, it's not his job, but he really likes music. So he used to have a band with his friends, and so when we were young, we started to help him, put the gear on stage. And
cool! Like roadie for him. Wow, that's right. Where was he playing? Like, was he just like a local band? You kind of play around your area?
Yeah, exactly. Clubs in the area, and but that's for us was amazing. You had this rehearsal room with all the instruments and, kind of
cool
kindergarten.
Yeah, exactly.
So you had it around you at your house. They jammed at your house?
Yeah, too. They used to have a rehearsal room, and then we used to have also a music room here in the house.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And, actually, right now we're still playing here sometimes because now we have also a small rehearsal room there. We put up a studio also there in the house where we grow up. And
Wow.
so that's how we started, like just for fun.
That's rad. So guitars was your first instrument. Do both of you play guitar?
Yeah, I play a little bit of guitar too, but I
Yeah.
started with drums
Oh,
and
okay.
then keyboards, and then
Yeah, then actually broke his leg once, and so he had to stay, sit down, and then I
Uh-huh.
teach him a bit of guitar, and then
he's my teacher.
Oh, okay. So Ivan was the guitar player, and then you were the Gabriel. You were the drummer. Is that how it started? Really?
Yeah. But
That's cool.
at the beginning we weren't playing together. We used to have different bands.
Okay.
Because when you are 10 and I mean 4 years are
a lot.
and so I was the older one and say I don't want to have do anything with you.
Right. That's why I was wondering who was older, because I could imagine Gabriel being the older brother. You're probably like, I don't want my kid brother in the band, or I don't want to hang out with him.
Exactly. I have to say, Gabriel, please come and sing with us.
So you both had two separate bands, but did you ever play the same shows, or would you go see each other perform?
Yeah, we went to see each other perform, and then I mean, when we were around, I don't know, around 17 or something like this, we said, now let's join the two bands and do something together, because in the end it was such a good thing to play with your brother, because you can tell anything by the look, and
Right.
it seems like I don't know,
it's funny talking to siblings. I've talked to a handful of sibling artists, and it's funny because they always say, like, they could be brutally honest. Like, if you didn't say, Ivan, you didn't like what Gabriel is doing, you could be like, that's, that sucks. I don't like that. And where you love each other, and you could be that blunt and like kind of rude to each other. Whereas if you told somebody that wasn't a sibling in your band, they might just be like, I'm quitting, or they get all, angry with you. Whereas like at the end, you're like, whatever, we're brother.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you fight so much, but then like after 10 minutes, it's like nothing happened. So we are super lucky, I think, because in the end now it's a lot of time we do music together. I mean, it's almost
and plus we have a younger sister.
Oh,
she's our manager.
Really? That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a kind of family business here.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I love hearing that. Well, when did you guys start? You said 17 was kind of when you merged your two bands together.
Yeah.
And did you create was that band something that did anything, or was it still kind of a hobby? And what kind of translated it into you two just saying, we're just going to do something together?
Yeah, it's like we had the chance at the beginning to record a demo.
Oh, cool. Okay.
4-track EP, and I think it started there actually. Like,
it was our first time in studio. So,
exactly, and we were so excited. We loved it, and we had a kind of good feedback, locally at the beginning, but not really something you're playing on huge stages or something. But it was a good feedback. We had a good video, good song, and I mean,
that's how it started.
How it started. And
were you guys Sinplus at that time, or was it something totally different?
No, it was like Infinity or something. We're like a metal band.
That's rad. But with that band, recording the demo and putting out the video, like that's pretty exciting. Were you able to? Did you you said you had a small little following? Were you like touring at all, or trying to do it like that way, or?
Yeah, we went to some cities around Switzerland. A lot of contests. You used to participate to contest, and so you had the chance to meet new people and new crowd, and so it was a good journey. But in the end, it was really just for fun, and of course, you believe one day you could do something like real, but at the beginning it was just really fun, and so I think it started there, and then you change bandmates, because maybe someone goes to university in another city, and so you can play together anymore.
Right.
And then it's one point I think why we in the end we said, okay, we have to start something new, because it was like always changing bandmates, man. In the end, it wasn't the same band anymore, you know.
Yeah.
So
we decided, okay, let's change the name of the band and let's start something new.
Oh, and then was that what became Sinplus, and you just said, hey, let's just keep it the two of us? It's just the two of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So then between the two of you, what was the first song that you wrote together and were like, okay, this is dope. Let's do this as a duo, just the two of us.
Absolutely. I think we because of this problem with the bandmates, you know, that you couldn't rehearse as you wish, you couldn't meet as many times as you wish. In the end, we say, okay, Gabriel, let's stay the two of us, and we'll see. We'll find someone for the live performance, for jamming and writing songs. And so that's I think it was.
Good decision.
A good decision, honestly. Yeah, because right now we're super happy that honestly
it's just the two of you guys. And you
put out. It's not easy because we're 50% of the band. So if we don't agree, it's a kind of problem, you know.
Right. Yeah. But you have to call your sister in to decide.
Yeah,
She's got to be the final vote. So you guys have 3 full-length records out, and then the new EP, right? So Disinformation was your first record?
Yep.
And was that all self-produced? And like, tell me about putting that album together.
Yeah, we have this like friend that is living close to us.
Yep.
He used to have a studio in his own house. So we had the chance to bring our stuff there and like start recording stuff and start playing with the amp, guitars, and it was like really like trying, doing something, trying. And so
we didn't have any idea of what we were doing, honestly.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
having fun in the studio, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was so fun, honestly.
I think at the beginning you start like recording so many tracks, dabbling, like I don't know, too much, too much. But in the end, I think it was a bit of a mess.
But you had a song. I mean, you have a song on that record that is massive, right? I mean, Unbreakable has like over half a million streams on Spotify alone. Like, did that song kind of start picking up pretty quickly, or was that something that started going after you had another record out, or was it?
No, it was really kind of quickly with that song. Yeah, I think this song like saved the album in the end.
Oh, really? Okay, so you put the record out, and then kind of tell me what happened from there.
Yeah, then we were thinking about like opportunities to go out of the border, and in Europe there's this big contest that it's called Eurovision. And we decided to participate, and then they called us. They say, okay, we like the song, you can be one of the
Swiss,
like a participant or whatever.
Yeah, and whatever. And then thanks to that song, we represented Switzerland at the Eurovision Song Contest.
Wow. Thanks to Unbreakable.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow. And so did you guys go and perform, and that like you got to play one song? Like, tell me how the contest worked. Did you show up and go, okay, we play one song live, and then you move up, or how did that work?
Yeah, exactly. We had like 2-3 steps to get in the final Europe contest.
You have like a Swiss contest, and then if you win the Swiss contest, you got
to Eurovision,
the biggest. Yeah,
but with you said with Unbreakable is what got you there. But was it just you just kept playing that same song as you moved to the different rounds? Like, how did it, or did you do a whole set and then you were the winner and then you play a whole set, or was it just the one song?
It's a bit like, it's more like a show. This kind of thing is not really about music, but for us, we didn't have like label, we didn't have a kind of budget, we didn't have like nothing.
Right, you're just the two of you guys.
So for us, it was
with a
like
great song.
Yeah, from your rehearsal room, we were playing in front of 20,000 people, and it was like what the fuck?
Was it like that's crazy? And had you guys played? Oh, you had played shows though, smaller shows around the area, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
and
it
your other
was
bands, but not
something
like that.
No.
huge for us, honestly.
And then so
And
you
then
guys won that, and then did you win the whole contest eventually?
no,
Oh, okay. So you but
we're
you won
kind
for
of too rock and roll for the contest, honestly.
okay. So you won for you won for your country, and then you went to the finals, and then
Yeah.
okay. How was that? Like, was it 20,000 in the first round, or was it 20,000 when you played the final gig?
In the final. Yeah.
That's crazy though. And you
And
were
you have
playing
like
out
millions of viewers around Europe. It's
sure, yeah.
something
Everybody's
crazy here.
watching it, and then you're in front of 20,000 people also.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's
Wow.
crazy. And before that, like we had the chance to promote the song through the Swiss television. So we went like, I don't know, in Belarus. We played in the Minsk Arena. I was sick, like I
Oh,
don't
really?
know, like five.
And you know, we didn't know anything about Eurovision, honestly.
Yeah, we never watched it before. So
You just happened to, you're like, oh, we should try this, and then you end up winning. That's
They were
amazing.
there with a, I mean, it was crazy traveling around Europe and see many musicians or different cultures, and was nice, honestly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, so that song's obviously super successful with that first record, Disinformation. And what were people like winning that or getting that far? Were like labels interested in you at this point, or people contacting you? And I mean, you said your sister's your manager, but I'm wondering if there's other managers that kind of were like, hey, like we want to.
yeah, at the
No.
time she wasn't our manager.
She was too young
She
for.
was too young.
Okay.
Exactly.
And yeah, but we signed with Warner
Oh,
at
wow.
that time.
That's
but
huge.
We didn't know anything about labels and stuff, so it was kind of okay. Yeah, we're signed with Warner. We were super excited, but at the end, it didn't change that much at the moment.
Oh, okay. So you signed, but you're like, okay, but it's still like nothing, not a whole lot happened right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I
you
mean,
went,
you know, like we're a small country, so like Warner, Switzerland, it doesn't have the power, I think, and most of all, I think our music was still not in the what we needed on stage. I think it was more like as we said, we were experimenting, we were trying, and that's why then after that we said, okay, we got to do another album, and of course,
yeah.
And
So was it hard to kind of follow up Unbreakable, and then with the next record, or were you kind of like using that as like a I don't know, like a baseline for where you want to go with the next album?
yeah, I think we not really.
Okay.
That was a problem, I think, because I think
we should have
done that, but we wanted to try something new, so we went to London to work with a producer.
For the first time, we worked with a producer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that different? I mean, I'm sure it was, but did you have another opinion in the room?
Yeah, and at the beginning you say, okay, I'm new in the business, so I have to listen
to whatever they're saying.
And I think that was the main problem. But I mean, it was a nice experience too. But
yeah, I think you have to in Italian we say we have to crash your head against the wall to learn.
Oh yeah.
It's like Italian thing. Idioms, yeah. And I think we did some mistake then in this production because we were too focused, on the sound and not really on the emotions. And this was then a kind of thing that we had to deal with for some years, I think. And
interesting.
Second record, yeah, it was too much thinking, I think, on the sounds, on we would like to do that kind of stuff, and we lose a bit, that fun thing that it was the reason because we started doing music, and so it's honestly it's easy to get stuck in this kind of too many thoughts, too many.
Yeah.
And but again, in the end, at least we had a couple of tracks that went well.
Right. Yeah. You had a couple of big songs on that record still, even though you, like you said, you weren't I mean, yeah, it's just a different experience. You said working with a producer, having a different ideas, different opinions in the room. But were you able to, were the shows getting bigger at that point because you had the success of Unbreakable?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The good thing is that like in Eastern Europe, we had the chance to go there with a track called "Up to Me."
Mm-hmm.
That I think it really works well because he had like a great music video, and it like was a good. I think it was a good motivational song, and people in liked it, and so one was on this side was this track, and the other one was like a reggae kind of track
Mm-hmm.
that we decided to shoot a video by ourselves, and then like MTV Germany took it.
Wow.
And we didn't expect that, and so from there at least we had like we had the chance then to perform around, and for example we opened for the band Roxette here
cool.
in Switzerland, and it was like a dream kind of, because finally you got to go to do a show on a super huge
Big
stage with one of like
yeah.
your favorite bands, and so it was again super experience.
And that was with that, and that was on that second record. You got to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. So
exactly.
it was a success. I mean, you
Yeah,
guys
in the end we
it wasn't that bad, but for
Yeah.
us, you know, sometimes you listen to that second record and you say, okay,
just
you wish like it, but not that much.
Right. You wish you would have done stuff differently. Sure. Well, wow, that's crazy though. So the video that MTV picked up was something that you guys just did DIY yourselves?
Yeah, we did it like with an iPhone 5, I think at the time. It was crazy with our sister. Again, she helped us because we couldn't like shot and playing the stuff together.
We say, okay, we need a video, so let's do something by ourselves. And we started with here around in Switzerland with a car, and no,
it's sick because in the end with this kind of shitty video,
you can cuss.
like we ended up winning an MTV award for Switzerland.
Right. I was gonna ask you about that. So that's the song that won the MTV award.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to this song.
Wow. What category did it win? Or just won an award?
It was like a best Swiss act.
Oh, cool. Did you get to like go to the award show and everything, or is it, or you didn't do that?
No, that time no. But then we were nominated for the best European.
Wow. And what was that? Was that the next record, or is that a different time?
No, it was the same. But when you win your country selection or what, I don't know how to call it.
Yeah, when you win that like category of it, you can move on. Even with the MTV videos, right? They still do it that way for Europe.
Yeah, I think so. At that time, it was like that.
Wow. Okay. So did you ended up winning all of Europe?
No. We just won like the Swiss one, but at least like, for us, it was already.
Still, that's so rad. Wow. Yeah. Did you get like an award? Like I know here in the States, I think you get like the Moon Man. Did they give you like a trophy or something?
Yeah, we got this like bowl with the, I could actually grab it, but it's just not important.
I want to see it. Is it close by? I'm curious.
Yeah, I want
to check it out. That's why I love this podcast as far as like the virtual stuff goes and the video, because you're at your house and if you're like, hey, I have the award right here. I love that.
Do you want to see something else? Like,
yeah, it's so cool. I just think it's so cool, especially for fans of yours. They're going to be able to see your award.
No, it's really, I mean, we are honestly super happy because I think it's our first interview with USA.
Today. Really? That's cool. Well, yeah, and you're going to be in the American Songwriter magazine, which is rad too.
That's the original one.
Oh, wow, that's sick.
That's sick. I mean, because we are really from a small village in Switzerland, and sometimes it's like, okay, really?
That must have been huge then to say that you got, you won that. Yeah, that's really
and
awesome.
For promotion, honestly, it was really cool, because when you talk with promoters and you say, I mean,
it's always something that people say, oh wow. So it's good to have it, but it didn't honestly change about it. But for example, like our sister, end up working at the MTV Germany after all this this thing, because then we had the contact, and then she was in Berlin studying. After study, she went working there. So from there, we met other people. You know, you never know what something brings after the other.
Sure. Yeah. Totally. Just what happens next. And then for you guys, you won that award. I mean, that's so cool. And the next record you put out is This Is What We Are. And you had another huge song on that record, right? You and or Y and I.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that one. What was different on this record? So now you did an album by yourselves, kind of experimental. Then you did a record with a producer for the first time. What was like the next milestone to kind of happen with that?
Yeah, we said, hey, we need to go back to do our own stuff, like produce ourselves.
No, just the two of you. Back to the two of you. Okay.
Exactly. In the meanwhile, like we had good contact with good musicians in Milan, so we work with them, recording in a place in Italy, like drums and stuff. And I mean, it was going good. It was going good, but I don't know. One day I went to Germany for a vacation with my girlfriend, and the day I came back, I don't know, there was Gabriel said, "Hey, take a listen to that song," and I put down something like a kind of ballad.
Yeah, and
I was like, honestly, I was almost like crying that night when I came back and here to you and I and say, "What? How did this come?" Like I was away for 3 days and I come back and you had this song. So we were really excited about.
Lucky.
Yeah, you never know, but it's like I think this song really, it was again the song that saved the entire album.
Actually, the female singer, she's from Los Angeles.
Really? Oh, Mickey Shiloh, right? Is the person? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know she's from LA.
Yeah.
How did you link up with her, and how did you get her on the song?
Yeah, we were looking for good singers.
Yeah, we need someone helping us with the accent and so lyrics, checking the lyrics, and like singing to see how it sounds, and so then she said, "Wow, but this song I love it. Why don't we do a duet?" And so it wasn't planned, honestly, just because then it sounded good. The two voices, I think they
fit. They blended together. Yeah.
Very well.
Wow.
And
did she cut her vocals in LA, or did you get to go to Los Angeles at this point?
No, she did it by herself and remote working.
Yeah. And then with that, I mean, that song was massive. What was the milestone for you guys on that record? Aside from that, like did that keep pushing you up to the next level with your career, or because now at this point you would have 3 successful records?
Yeah, like this song, it was released already almost 4 years ago, and like even today you can listen. Someone wrote us, they put it on like pre-producer Germany, and I mean it's great when a song after 3 years it's released and it's still
doing something.
Right.
Without any effort, I mean, and
yeah, we didn't spend a cent promoting the song. It was just like going by self. It took a lot of time, but again, even now, like I think 1,000 Shazam last week in Germany with that song, and it's crazy. I mean, for us, we didn't put money in promotion.
Right. Well, it's funny. It's like that band Empire of the Sun. Do you know who they are? They had that song, Walking on a Dream was like their hit, like dun, 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 dun. Anyway, that song was like 8 years old, and it just like it was in like a commercial or something, and it like totally like changed their career. So it was like a song that had been out forever and nobody cared, and then it makes it like on the radio and stuff like years later, and it just was this massive hit.
Wow.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, sometimes it works like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, you never know. It just takes one person to find the song, and it doesn't matter how old it is or where it came from, and it could be a totally new thing. But speaking of new things, I want to talk to you about the new EP you guys just put out.
Yeah, I know.
Let's hear about that. What is it? 3 years in the making? It came out. When did it come out? November?
Yeah,
last month, or what is it?
yeah, a couple of weeks
Last
ago, and
month.
it's 3 weeks ago, I think, or
Yeah,
something
three
like
weeks
that.
ago. Yeah.
Exciting. Talk to me about the new EP.
Yeah, it all started like I think 1.5 years ago, when we, after You and I, this album, we said, okay, we put out a couple of singles, but we didn't really believe.
Yeah, the
in
problem was there after the third records, we were not that happy, honestly, because we weren't musicians anymore. We were kind of producers.
Sure. More on the computer or like electronic
working on
side.
computer all the time. It was like getting like even kind of boring, because you just want to go up and play something you like in the end.
Yeah.
But we were stuck in this producers thing that, and so we said, hey, Gabriel, we need to change something with our team too. We sit down and say like this: we don't gonna go anywhere. We're gonna stay where we are, and we need to change something. We need to get back this fun feeling, this let yourself go feeling. And so we said, okay, we need a break. We both went to California for a month.
Wow, where'd you guys go? LA?
Yeah, exactly. He went to San Francisco, I went to San Diego, and then we met in LA.
Yeah, that's right. San Diego. Whereabouts in San Diego did you say? I'm just so curious. I think that's so dope that you came here.
Yeah, I was in Pacific Beach. You know, the
the boardwalk.
Hostel. I don't remember the name of this hostel, but it's right on the beach.
Yeah, I know where. I'm sure I know exactly what you're talking about. There's a few of them right there on the boardwalk, right on the beach.
Yeah, exactly. It's very close to Ralph. You know the.
Yeah, Ralph. I mean, there are like.
Yeah, a lot, but it's. I think it's
You're
very
down the road there from like the roller coaster and all that stuff, right?
Exactly. Exactly. It's close to the roller coaster, to the pier, and
that's awesome.
So it was good to, just take a break and put down idea. We had our guitars, we had our computer to put down ideas, and so we travel around.
But you guys were you living separate though, because Gabriel, you said you were in San Francisco.
Yeah. I think that we need time on our own.
Yeah, just like a break, so to speak. Yeah. That's funny because I've only lived in two places, both in California, and San Francisco and San Diego are the two.
Okay.
That's funny. So you guys took a break. Were you both writing individually?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was traveling with a huge truck. It was amazing, Wow.
Where in San Francisco were you?
I were near the downtown.
Okay. Yeah.
And then, but I traveled a lot. I mean, honestly, also, I took the Pacific one.
Going the one. Yeah, totally. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then we met in LA, and then we flew to Nashville.
Okay. So you met in LA. Did you guys? And then at that point, were you this whole time were you sending each other songs, or no? Or is it like Gabriel's writing all his stuff, and then you and Ivan you are, and then you're gonna come together in LA and see what you can figure
just
out?
A couple of phone call in the week, and that's it. We didn't even want to,
So you guys meet up in LA. Do you record any of the record in LA?
No, but we wrote some, a couple of beers, chill out and writing songs.
I got this idea, and
take a listen to that one.
Okay. And then what took you to Nashville?
Sorry, what?
What took you? You said you went to Nashville after LA?
Yeah, exactly. Because we had we met the producer JT, Dali from Nashville, and so we had already said, okay, this month we're gonna meet there and put down a song or two. And so we went there because of him, actually.
And how did you meet him? In LA? Or how did
Nashville?
Yeah, but through other contacts, we were talking, okay, do you know someone who's good in producing rock? And someone said, okay, this guy could be the right one for you. And so we arranged this session. And
Yeah, what we found was amazing. Like Nashville, it's crazy. It's like I didn't really expect so much music, so much good
everybody
vibes.
plays something there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's music capital, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you guys, is that where you recorded the new record? Was in Nashville?
There we produced a couple of songs, and one was "Give It Away," that is on the EP, and another one. Then when we came back, like we closed ourselves in songwriting session.
Yep.
After this Nashville.
We were inspired by this trip.
Exactly, because
Just
really
inspired,
the
yeah.
producer JT helped us so much on saying, "Hey guys, you need to have fun." Just really, it was what we needed, I think.
What do you want to do?
Someone that tells you what you want to do, what you want to play when you're stage. You want to be a pop band like you're aiming to, or you want to be a real band like. And so it was like it helped us open the eyes, and even his way of working in studio was amazing. Like, so snap decisions, so don't think too much. You can always then throw the song away, for example, but at least you go on, and so it wasn't really something from the instinct.
Yeah, we learned a lot from him.
Honestly. Yeah, and that's why when we came back, we said, okay, we need to put down songs,
ideas.
And there we wrote "Escape," "Burning Man," and so this was last year, I think, exactly. And then we produced "Escape" with JT remotely.
Okay.
And from there on, I think we said, okay, probably we found the right
fit,
right approach,
sound.
the right feeling. And it is honestly, it never happens. Like, it's so difficult because you always say, it could be better, it could be. But in the end, I think we found the right spot. And from there on, I think everything is like rolling.
Started going. Yeah. Started kind of moving.
Like, cool. It's moving, and so it was amazing. Then this new EP, we wrote it. Yeah, exactly. Some songs last year, and
some in March during the first lockdown.
Oh, okay. That was my next question. Is what were you guys up to when everything kind of shut down?
Yeah, exactly. We wrote the two songs, the first two of the EP, "Break the Rules" and "Van Gogh."
Okay.
And so, and even like an entire album.
Yeah.
Other 10 tracks we have ready already for March.
Really? Oh my gosh. Okay. So you guys have taken advantage of the lockdown and just wrote a bunch of music.
Yeah, honestly, yes. I mean, for us, I mean, we're lucky because we have a small studio. We are brothers, and we are kind of in the right spot to produce new music. And so everything came at the same moment, and for us it was, I don't know how to say it, but it was a kind of good time.
Right. It was, yeah. And there are a lot of artists who have benefited from the pandemic, so to speak. So, but with that record, you had released 3 albums prior. Was it weird putting that out? I mean, last month, even though everyone's still stuck inside, right? Was it weird putting out an album now for an EP without being able to really schedule a tour or schedule shows around it?
Yeah. I mean, of course, we put out the EP and not the entire album.
The idea was, okay, let's put it out. Let's put it an album, an entire album. But then we said, okay, maybe it's too much right now because we can
play.
We can play around here and promote it. And so we decided to, release something, but no, not all the album.
Yeah, for us, we really didn't have any expectation now or releasing. Like maybe years ago, I hope this song is gonna do something good, and you really put a lot of hope. But for us, I think this time was just really a matter of put out this new wave, this new Sinplus that we felt finally. Probably we found what we love, and so it was just a matter of exactly at least put out something. But it's good now to think that we still have the album that it's gonna come, and so
yeah, you got that in your back pocket ready to come out. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like, have you guys done live streams or anything like that to promote the songs that you just released?
Not yet, but probably in January we're gonna do something. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
now we are
Absolutely.
preparing all the live session, but it's difficult with the musicians because our musicians are from Italy. And now if you
You
want to
can-
move from Italy to Switzerland, it's difficult. So it's not that easy right now.
Right. So you guys are like, we're in California and it's like back to square one, dead lockdown. Like our case
Yeah.
numbers are like skyrocketing. But what about for you guys? Are you still like pretty stuck? And so, I mean, is everything pretty
Yeah.
locked down?
Yeah. Today they shut all the restaurants and all the like
Oh,
getting back to a kind of lockdown. But we're like Italy is full on lockdown, Germany is full on lockdown, France kind of, Austria is
because
full on.
Yeah,
Italy
we're
was
fighting the
really
second wave.
bad. Italy was
Yeah.
like it was like one of the worst in the first wave. Yeah. Now it seems like there's another wave of this nightmare happening.
Yeah, the problem is that's probably after Christmas and
Oh, I
the
know.
New Year. It's gonna be
Everybody
coming-
getting together, next week and in the new year. It's like, oh my goodness.
Let's see, but
Really need to.
it's really all around the world. It's
Yeah,
well,
it's-
shit.
That's what's so crazy to me. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys are in Switzerland right now?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. And I'm in California and I've talked to like an artist, in Ireland and the UK and even Jamaica, and like they're all doing the same thing.
yeah.
It's a world, like everybody in the world is in their house, and like this is so crazy, and it's just such a weird like snapshot of time, like thinking like maybe 10-15 years down the line people are going to be like, remember when the whole world was
Yeah,
sitting
exactly.
by?"
No, but
like what the hell. It's
Oh,
so nuts. Oh man. Well, thank you guys so much. You guys have been so great. I've had such a great time talking with you.
thanks to you, Adam. It
thanks
was
to
really
you,
nice to talk with you. I mean, it's you know,
Yeah.
it
cool.
makes us feel like we're a little bit in California right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we need you back, especially back in San Diego. I love that you were here. So cool. I have one more question for both of you guys. I want to know if you have any advice for aspiring artists.
It's, I mean,
It's difficult, but for me, it's what I'm living right now. It's like really do what you like. That's the only way.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with Gabriel. It's the same input, I would say. Exactly.
I love that.
Just do something you like.
Something that you really feel that it's here in your, I don't know.
That's it. That it comes natural. That it's yours. That it's,
Yeah.
Bringing it backward.